of the popular remote work out there right now that has been trending for over 5 years now is becoming a virtual assistant. But what if I told you that as a virtual assistant, you can actually niche down to become something even more productive? Pinterest virtual assistant. And you might be wondering, what is Pinterest virtual assistant all about? I'm here to tell you what it is and how you can become one, if you're already a VA or if you intend becoming a virtual assistant. What does a Pinterest VA does? A Pinterest VA helps bloggers, coaches, digital entrepreneurs to basically create content for their Pinterest account and also help them to manage their Pinterest account. So the day-to-day activities of the Pinterest account is being done by the Pinterest virtual assistant. As a Pinterest VA, you might be wondering, okay, if I become one, who are the people that are going to employ me? Like I said, people like bloggers. So bloggers have Pinterest accounts that helps them drive traffic to their blog and helps them bring visitors to their blog that could either convert to monetary form, either through paid ads, through sponsorships, or through affiliate marketing. And they need Pinterest VAs to help them manage their Pinterest account, because for them to become effective bloggers, they need to focus heavily on either driving content to their site or managing their blog. So they need Pinterest VAs to help them handle that aspect of creating content on Pinterest and doing different keyword strategies that would help target their rightful audience. And also coaches also need Pinterest VAs to handle their Pinterest accounts, and people like digital entrepreneurs and people that also have e-commerce stores also need you to help them monitor their Pinterest accounts and drive traffic either to their content or to their courses or even to their stores. Okay, so we need Pinterest VAs that would help us manage our Pinterest account. So that's where you come in as a Pinterest virtual assistant. So now for you to become a Pinterest virtual assistant this year, you need to learn the fundamentals. You need to learn the Pinterest fundamentals. You need to get yourself acquainted with the Pinterest environment. I'm talking things like creation of pins, repinning of other people's content, being able to read your Pinterest analytics, seeing your engagements, things like outbound clicks and stuff like that. You need to get yourself very acquainted with all these things that I've listed out. You also need to learn how to schedule things for yourself or even the people you're working with. So you need so many skills within the Pinterest ecosystem to be able to function effectively as a Pinterest VA. I know how difficult it is for you to be able to land your ideal clients, even as a VA generally or as a Pinterest VA. And truth be told, most people would not give you that opportunity until you're able to prove yourself or you're able to show samples of work that you have done, either in portfolio form or by actually giving them a link to an account, a Pinterest account, to see for themselves. So how can you prepare yourself effectively to become a Pinterest VA so that you can attract the right audience that are willing to pay you for your services? One thing I always advise my students or people who work under me is to create a personal account where they can get affiliated to a blogger. So for example, you create your own personal account and start linking to people's sites so that you'll be able to build your Pinterest account for analytic reading, so that you can show workings and say, okay, within the first 6 months or within 1 to 6 months, I was able to build this account from 0 to 5,000 outbound clicks. So you want to start with yourself first. Start building a Pinterest account for your portfolio that will link to any bloggers, that will link to people's website, either as bloggers or just a website. So you want to start by creating that account so that you'll be able to show what you have done in the past in form of your own personal account. So when you've done this, the next thing you want to do is start building your portfolio. So you want to create your services or create your portfolio in things like, it be a personal website if you can afford your hosting and your domain, or you can actually create your portfolio in a bio link, or even using Canva. So there are ways that you can go around this, creating these things, putting all the work you have done, all the services you can offer, you put it in a document form, PDF form, and put it on your bio link, so that when you are reaching out to clients, or when clients have reached out to you, you have a place where you can refer them, where they go and see everything about you. They see who you are, what you do, the services you provide, and the work you have done in the past. So when you've packaged everything you know how to do in form of a portfolio, you've told us who you are, what you can offer, and what you have done in the past, it's time for you to start documenting your journey. Come to think of it, social media is very free. Everybody uses social media and we don't pay for it. All we just need to do is put content on it. The only time when we have to pay for social media is when we are trying to run paid ads. Okay, but you can actually do this by reaching people organically. So what I advise my students, or some people who come to me for mentorship, to do is start documenting your journey online. So you could tell us about your account that you're managing and things like that. And most times when I employ people, I don't even ask them for a CV or a resume. I look at what they've done on social media, what they've been sharing so far, and with the information I see on their social media platforms or their social media pages, I can already tell if they are effective Pinterest VAs. So you want to do this, create a portfolio, start sharing your journey online. Now, while you're doing this, the next thing I'd advise you do is start reaching out to clients, either putting yourself on places like Upwork, Fiverr, or even Pinterest groups on Facebook. Or you can start cold emailing your clients directly and telling them what you can do for them. So when you're meeting these people, you want to meet them from a point of solution. How can you bring solutions to my problem? If I'm a blogger that is not driving traffic to our site, how can you as a Pinterest VA help me drive more traffic to my site? So you want to tell me or tell them what you can do for them. I believe if you package these things very well, most people would be glad to work with you in the long run. And while you're doing all this, please don't forget to price yourself accurately, to price your package. So most times, most Pinterest VAs always price their services in form of package or packages, depending on what they offer. So you could say things like you also create pins, you schedule those pins, you do your keyword research for the blogger or the coach or the digital entrepreneur, depending on who you're working with. So you could do pin creation, scheduling, posting or publishing, analytic reports, and keyword research. So you want to package this depending on what you are offering, and then package it in time frame or the timeline. So if you could do things like 1 month Pinterest management package. You could also have 3 months Pinterest management package and things like that. And when you're done pricing your services and packaging them accurately, don't forget to set up your payment platform or how you'll be receiving money, because I've come across so many people who, after landing a client, they have issues in form of payment, especially when you're in a country like Nigeria. There could be hurdles with receiving payment. So make sure you set up either third-party apps like GPay, Cheaper Cash, or Gray that will help you receive payments in USD, or you can also set up things like Payoneer that will also help you receive things like dollars from your clients, depending on the kind of clients you intend to land. So yeah, that's it. That's how you can become a Pinterest VA this year and going forward. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.